We're going to go live right now to mayoral candidate Mitzie Hunter, who's making an announcement. Let's listen in.
Multiplex ban, as well as offering homeowners a $100,000 forgivable loan so that they can do those renovations as long as they make units available below average market rents. Adding rental apartments on major streets as well as near campuses. I actually am one of the only candidates that has a student zone, so we can build more student housing near campuses. Speeding up building approvals and construction. This is key to really unlocking the delays within City Hall so that we can get more residential constructions projects off the ground, avoiding costly delays. Making sure that renters are protected and saving current rental affordable housing buildings in a state of good repair for renters. I have the most comprehensive plan that protects renters, even creating an office of tenant advocate within City Hall so that renters have a stronger voice. My 3-point plan to address homelessness and the crisis of homelessness in Toronto includes reducing homelessness and really working towards eliminating that. In the short term, I will ensure that there are 24/7 warming and cooling centers that are open and accessible for people who need shelter from extreme weather and extreme heat. 400 new shelter beds so that we can ensure that our system has enough capacity to deal with the crisis of homelessness in an immediate way. Doubling the capacity of the street outreach workers and support people who are in need and who are experiencing homelessness to move them into permanent housing. Housing is a human right, and we need to respond with compassion, but also we need to respond with action. And these street outreach workers need to be available and accessible to people when they need help and support, even overnight. Increasing housing stability by providing 2,000 supportive housing units so that people can quickly move into more permanent and secure and supportive housing to get the help and the support that they need. Also, raising mental wellness. I have a comprehensive strategy for mental health, including hiring a chief mental health officer who would work with our medical officer of health to continue the development and the work on our mental health strategy, which is so needed. We know that mental health is a contributor to homelessness in our city, and so we want to make sure that people have the support and the help that they need to boost mental wellness. On my TTC safety plan, I want to focus on, really taking away the enforcement focus of transit officers and putting an emphasis on pairing them with social workers so that people who are experiencing homelessness or other types of need who shelter within the TTC are actually connected to services and to supports that they need. This is the best way we can utilize those resources so that we're not just moving people out onto the street and out of transit shelters and leaving them on their own when we know that they need more help and more support. Instead, the social workers will be there together with the transit officers to connect people with the services and the supports so that they can have more stable experiences. These are vulnerable people who often have mental health, addictions, and substance abuse issues, and they really need to be connected with services and support. Even in the evening and in the late hours of the night, that is when we need to have these resources available to support these vulnerable people when they have a need. The other candidates that are in this race, their plans actually bow to developers. And they are prosecutors of people who are experiencing homelessness and with no real solutions at all. Only my plan will get us to the Toronto that works for everyone, everywhere. Going back to plans that have gotten us into this mess is no plan at all. We need real solutions, and that's what I am proposing and I am offering today. My plan offers more affordable
We've been listening
housing
to mayoral candidate
more
Mitzie
quickly,
Hunter making
and
a
it
campaign
is
announcement
also
about
easy-
housing, addressing issues for renters, new shelter beds for the homeless, adding to the number of warming and cooling centers, also doubling the number of outreach workers.